How should an actor dress for a session?
Well, it doesn't matter what they wear on the bottom half.
Sure.
Clothing is a stage for the head. That's all it is. It's a stage for the head. A headshot has to have visual weight, and it follows the human psychology, really, of visual weight. So even little things like, you wouldn't believe just pursing your lips is wrong because it's too finished an emotion. If your lips are pursed, they're too finished. Having a small gap in the mouth almost looks like you're maybe going to speak or something, and it makes the mouth more interesting and there's something more to look at. Yeah. The clothing is really, really just a stage. It's secondary, and if that takes over any of those two things, if you see the clothes before you see those or that, then the clothes it's got too much visual weight, it's too much colour. Yeah. Clothing, little things about clothing for females as such. You know, a low-cut top, when it's cropped, it can be nothing. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? So you have to have concern about that. Yeah. A top that goes off one shoulder to the other, do you know what that is? An arrow pointing down to the other headshot on the agent's page, and you don't want that, you know what I mean? Because it's a line, and the human brain follows lines. Mm-hmm. So if it's a leading line leading to the actor below, you definitely don't want that. Yeah. So things like that. Yeah. It's kind of finding colour harmony, and also it's finding the appropriate clothing as well. So, for instance, when you're shooting outside, light has a certain feel to it. It's outdoor light. People know it's outdoor light. You know, your brain's attuned. You don't know it's a subconscious thing. You know it's outdoor light. So if somebody's in a kind of an autumnal scene with a t-shirt on, besides the fact they're going to be freezing, it's not going to look great. So we go for layers then, do you know what I mean? A jacket with something underneath it, and that's something, just a nice bit of texture to add to it, The clothing, as I say, it's a stage. It's not got to be too obvious, you know what I mean? We don't want it to really, really, because otherwise it answers the question.
Exactly.
And it's not an unanswered question anymore, is it?
The casting director goes,
I know exactly what he's trying to be. We don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave the question unanswered.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wear a play t-shirt.
Absolutely. Wear something appropriate for the light and the mood we're trying to create.
Yeah.